Hey guys, so I am actually on my way back home from the fur buyer, and I went and drove down here and sold to Peterman Furs. And anybody that's in Missouri is probably familiar with Peterman Furs. They're in Weeblo, Missouri. Super nice guy. He's got a real good selection of trapping supplies, in addition to being a fur buyer. So, you know, it's a good place to come if you want to, trade fur for trapping supplies as well. You can do that. I feel like he was very fair. I feel like I got, pretty good price for all my stuff, and I've got some video that I took of Derek explaining a few things about the way that I put up the raccoons, how I maybe could have gotten a little more stretch out of them and gotten a better price. The coyotes were good. He said they were good quality, good heavy fur. And the cats, cats just aren't very good this year, I guess. So of course it's my luck that now that they're not good anymore, I start catching them. But anyway, good experience. With NAFA being gone, I know I did that video on NAFA and selling to NAFA, and now they're gone. So you need to find a country buyer, or Grinwald is running some routes. I know has expanded. I think Fur Harvesters has expanded as well. So there's other places to go with your fur. But for me, the easiest thing now, even though it's an hour drive from the house, the easiest thing I think right now for me is to sell to the country buyer, which is Peterman Fur for me. So pretty happy with it. I'll put some video on here of Derek talking and explaining some things, and enjoy. So thanks. I thought I had a 3X, and
Right.
and here, I knew I didn't have a 3X. I knew it was a 2X,
Yeah.
but it's just kind of how it stretched.
I'll show you this this is a wooden board that was made, but the numbers are
Right.
right where the
Sure.
other than that, I think your put-up's real nice. You did excellent job scraping. Your boards are nice. All that's really nice.
Yeah, the coon's the size that the coon is.
Yeah.
So,
There's times you can take a 31 incher and make him to a 32 with a lot of effort and stuff, and that just a couple more pins and you would have had that on that one coon. You kind of had the hard part.
yeah.
That one would go 3. That's a 3X coon. He barely,
Yeah.
he's not any over.
But yeah, I think the leather's pretty good on all of them. They all seem to be prime.
Yeah.
And they all had pretty good fur, I thought.
Yeah,
If there's
this
any,
is probably the best one I've seen
Okay.
so far.
as far as fur.
Yeah, just the quality of the coon itself.
Right.
That. Oh, both of them. They're
Just a little weaker.
darker.
Right.
Just a.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Yeah.
They ain't bad. I just thought, as I was going through, I kind of like the looks of this one the best so far.
Mm-hmm.
This is one they call slatey that will work. The coon is fully primed. As far as the coon, his guard hair is even all the way to the tip, the base of the tail.
Uh-huh.
It's the same all the way through. He's got just a little dingy,
Right.
it's a slight blue color on the leather, but this is one that will work and go
Right.
in with the number ones.
Okay. That's the only female I think I've ever put up. And I noticed that whenever I was fleshing her, I was like, man, I think this is a blue coon. But then I showed it to some of my buddies, and they were like, no, that's just kind of how some of the females are sometimes.
You can have one that's the same amount of slatiness as this, and you can look in the inspection window here, and like usually about from here down, it's not the same as the rest of its back. Like these black tip guard hairs, that's showing good in prime. And they'll have what I refer to a lot as fuzzy butt down in here.
Okay.
They won't have those black tip guard hairs like this coon has.
Right.
You know, a good prime coon is all the way from the back of his ears to the base of his tail got them black tip guard hairs that we're looking at.
Okay.
And one usually, I don't know about usually, but sometimes the Slatey coons will not have that down to here, and those, you know, don't work as a number one.
Right. Okay.
But, I mean, there's none knocked down for damages or anything, or what size they are right there. I mean, your 3X is $8, your 2X are $5, and I believe, let's see what size.
I think he's an XL. Ooh.
He's a $2 large, but
yeah.
I mean, it's just what size they are, but there's none, you know, if they're damaged, you know, I'll knock them down a size sometimes, but all them is good prime. Nothing wrong. That's
awesome.
A nice coyote.
Yeah, these are the best furred coyotes that I've caught. Last year, I think I got grade 2s on them, just because they were real weak, especially right here in the belly. And I knew it when I put them up, but these had a lot better fur, I thought, than last year's.
I mean, you can probably tell by looking at him, but this one's a heavier coyote than this one, as far as, I mean, I'll give him the same brush out, but he's, whatever you do, this one's going to be a heavier type animal.
Yep.
I'm just guessing by looking at his, which I don't care on the leather on coyotes, but he kind of blue too, you know. I mean, he might have got a little heavier later on, but going too late, you run the risk of damage, you know.
Yeah, rubs and stuff.
Yeah, you're not.
So I caught, well, everything here. Well, this small coon I caught pretty early, November. Everything else was caught the first week of December. And then those cats have been since then. But so, what do you think of the put up of these?
I like
it's okay?
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I wish everyone put them up like that.
Yeah, it's excellent. This is my second year putting up fur, but I went to that LKL trapping school and learned from Leon Winchell at Top Lot Stretchers, which is the stretchers that I use.
Yeah,
so
I've got a stack of them there too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an excellent thing. I mean, it isn't going to affect the price any. It doesn't bother me. There's a slight amount of blood right here.
Okay, yeah.
And just as a tip to get that out, when it's dry like this, you can take borax and pour in there. Just my hands are greasy. I don't want to do it now, but you can just rub that in there, and all that blood will stick to the borax. And then just take your comb and comb it out, and you can. I can get rid of that.
Get rid of all that. Okay.
Yeah, it's like if they're very bloody at all. I have a washing machine. I run all my coyotes through a washing machine, and it just makes them poop. I mean, like.
Yeah, you can see.
Most of them
you can see how all those are really fluffed out. Yeah.
But sometimes if it has, I mean, I call this very, very slight amount of blood or anything on these. I would just take a little borax, just down in there and comb it out, and it would be just as clean as can be. And you know, the borax would come out on the table and be kind of an ugly color, and sweep it in the trash can, and man, it's good to go then.
Okay. Awesome.
The coons, I said 8, 5, and 2, and I'll do 45 on this coyote and 30 on this one, and we'll do like 30, 20, and 15 on the cats.
Okay. Sounds good to me.